All aboard!
Good morning and welcome to Real Milwaukee this Thursday, January 27th. Filling in for Cassandra is Keith Tozer, the head coach of the Milwaukee Wave.
Yay!
He came back.
Right.
That's
Good
a
to be
good,
back,
That's
huh?
a good sign.
How did that happen?
We're on some sort of weird team together.
Yeah, we are.
That
Wave
looks
blue.
good.
That's right.
That's
Blue.
good. I hear people
costs, and that can save you.
Ted Perry, Mary Stoker Smith, weeknights on Fox 6 News at 5 and 10.
All aboard!
Good morning and welcome to Real Milwaukee this Thursday, January 27th. Filling in for Cassandra is Keith Tozer, the head coach of the Milwaukee Wave.
Yay! He came back.
right.
That's
Good
a
to be
good.
back, huh?
That's a good sign.
How did that happen?
We're on some sort of weird team together.
Yeah, we are.
That
Wave
looks
blue.
good.
That's right.
That's
blue.
good. I hear if you get the second call back, though, you must be really good at this.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a lot
So,
of pressure.
great to be
I know,
back, though.
high expectations.
Thanks for
We're glad to have you.
We
and
are.
since he's been here last time, we were talking about we sent Tony out. Of course, your guys got
Tony
to take
did a
some
great job, didn't he?
out of
Oh, yeah.
He did a great job. It's kind of hard to get in front of a 60-mile-an-hour.
I
Soccer
wouldn't
ball,
want to do
yeah.
it.
Did he get in
Yeah,
front of a
sure.
60-mile-an-hour one or a 20?
You know, no, at the end of the practice, some guys were hitting some hard shots at him, and he did pretty
okay?
good. Oh, yeah.
Just
He's
took
been
the
back a few
bruises?
times. He hasn't told you guys, though.
Oh, yeah, he's been
Oh,
practicing.
really?
He's been practicing.
We'll have to talk to him about
Encore.
that.
He's got the bug now.
Encore, yeah.
He's a big soccer player.
He got hit.
All right, on today's show, there are platforms for serving up movies, TV shows, music, and pictures. But what is the deal behind the new products like Google TV and Apple TV? Plus, it is a store full of mouth-watering treats. So it might be hard for Tony to resist. He is live this morning at Goody Gourmets in Shorewood. And a special honor for our own Nicole Coughlin, how she is helping to put her stamp on Metro Milwaukee. It is a big deal, and it's something that we're going to be talking about. So, a little fun. A little
Very
fun.
cool.
But of course, what all of us are talking about, or at least a lot of people in the city talking about, American Idol last
Yeah.
night.
Who watched it?
I did,
All of
yeah. I
us.
watched the whole thing. It was great.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
It was
okay,
great.
good. I was like, good.
Little tough at the end, you know, with the story of the young lady that got in a car accident. But
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I thought Milwaukee held in there really great.
Yeah, it is. That story was really difficult. And I thought they played it well. You know, it was nice to see the judges and Steven Tyler so sweet to her at the end.
Yeah, I said to Tanya, I said, who knew? Steven Tyler's like a really sweet guy. Because he's this kind of goofy rock and roll dude with, you know, everything you expect. The drugs, the rock and roll, and all that. And then he's like, the things he said were so beautiful to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been. I thought he's been a good addition so far.
Oh, very
I think he's been a very good addition. And Nicole, I am so with you on the fact that he can be a train wreck.
He is a
It's going to be
train wreck.
fun to watch.
Yes.
What do I know?
He is. He is.
No, we
the
like him. No,
reason.
we like him for the train
We
wreck.
love him for that
Oh, okay.
factor.
That's
And-
the
but,
best
but
part.
last week, he was saying, I mean, because you don't know what's going to come out of
Right.
his mouth. So I think he's the reason to watch this year for sure.
And I mean, they almost need to have something that keeps his eyes up so he is not checking out every girl that walks in there. Because as soon as they walk in,
Then-
he just goes,
And it doesn't matter what age.
and you can, no.
That's exactly it.
Right.
They're 15. They can't even drive yet. And he's like,
He's scouting future talent.
What did he say to that one girl last night? You could be one of
my
my...
ladies.
And then
And
he
then didn't
stopped
say
short.
anything?
I don't know whether he was
I
going to
love
say
him.
daughters or something.
No.
but
Yeah,
don't know
I mean,
what it
I
was.
don't think it was
I don't think so
daughters.
either. But yeah, well, it was
Love
funny
him.
on our Facebook page. I was on there kind of putting up some thoughts on the Real Milwaukee page, and somebody posted that Steven Tyler and our own Nicole Coughlin, as she put it, has something in common. You can read them like a book. His
You have
expressions.
no poker face
No
is what
poker
Can you
face.
imagine Stu Tyler and I next to Tyler?
Yeah, having a conversation.
Maybe, but he's a hoot. I love him. Anyway, but Milwaukee looked really good last night. Our
They
city
did. I
was
thought they did great.
beautiful.
Yeah.
The art museum there, it was really good.
Even if you're not into Idol, that would be one of the reasons that you would watch last night, just to see what everybody looked like.
Yes.
Exactly. And we had some really good talent I thought, from Milwaukee.
Some good ones.
The guy that started the show, 15-year-old country
the
singer.
country singer?
Yeah,
He's
that kind of
not
kicked
even
it off
from
pretty
here.
good.
No, but that happens a
No,
lot.
but he did come off really well, and the producers were smart to let him keep singing, and then they had him sing another song because he was
Right.
entertaining.
Yeah, it was
like
cool.
right away. I was with you on that. I thought he was super good.
He was really good. My only concern if he gets through to the end when they get to the theme weeks, because that's real niche stuff. He's singing the bass, low, Randy Travis kind of country. It's tough to make that work on every genre, but if he can do it, then he deserves it.
Right, if he can pull it off. But
Yeah.
I thought the two really highlights from Milwaukee was the student teacher, the guy that was like unassuming, in shorts and glasses, long hair.
He was good.
Yeah,
Very good.
Scott Dangerfield is his name. And he was really good. I mean, he just was like surprising. And then, yeah, we've got a clip. Are you ready?
Go to the clip.
Sometimes it's for the glory, but mostly it's the love stream. So love me tonight, tomorrow.
And that was Naima Aditapu.
Yep.
She was
like
the
the
one at
name.
Summerfest.
Right, she's the one that works on the grounds of Summerfest. One of like to clean up the maintenance staff. Could you imagine going from scraping gum and beer up to like performing on
American
the main
Idol?
stage?
That's pretty neat.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be a good
The
story.
funny thing we were talking about this morning, though, is, you know, okay, how many seasons of this? And then every year we see the really bad people, and then we're like, ah, make fun of them all the next day. Well, now, last night I'm sitting there thinking, oh, wait, they might be watching.
Yes.
Like, so-and-so was, are you serious? You really thought you were, now you might be watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't know, Quinn, how to handle that. to be
There
honest
is
with
one
you.
person on last night that I was thinking the same thing, like, I can't believe that person. I don't even want to say
I
the
know.
gender. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
why
'Cause
would
they can
you
show
wear
up.
that?
That
where
person.
Where have you been? But you might be watching right now.
Well, this is, you know, this is where your theory actually comes into play. Not everybody gets a trophy.
True. So you can be out there to tell them that.
yeah.
Yeah, I walked over to the Bradley Center during the first
Oh,
day.
did you?
Oh, yeah?
Just to kind of see how it all worked. And I talked to the couple of the guys that worked there, and they said, we take the group that's really bad, and we take the group that's really good, and kind of in the middle, if you're so-so, you can kind of get pushed to the side. But
Yeah.
it was kind of neat. There was lines all the way around. It was pretty exciting.
That was quite the
Yeah,
scene.
it was quite the scene. And of course, we wanted to see who on Fox 6 was actually make the intro.
Yes.
But they edit so quickly, you have to really watch this.
Just the judges who are pumped.
So everyone's pumped up, and then you see a
There's
little
Miles.
shot of Miles. We had to slow this down. And then there's Tony. We had to slow it down to like 1,000%.
Yeah, I saw Tony.
yeah.
And then
Because they
Kim.
get paid, I think, per
Sean.
edit.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying that the editors edit.
But take a look here.
There's Nicole.
Thousands of people now entering
know what's really
the Bradley
funny?
Center, screaming.
Yeah, that was last night. Remember when we had Danny Goki Day here a couple of years ago on Idol? What's it, 2 years ago?
Yep.
And they did, and there was a shot of me in that one going, "Rah," you know, my obnoxious face right there. My mother, who cares about the accomplishments in journalism and where I am in my career today? She couldn't care. She cared that I was on for Idol for like 4 seconds. She was all that time, and I was
It's
like,
probably the
Mom,
biggest audience any of us will ever get. We're talking about millions upon millions of viewers.
That
Did
was
you get
great. It
any
was
offers?
crazy that day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
crazy.
it was
Yeah,
crazy,
for
yeah.
sure.
But it's fun. Idol Mania, it really is a machine. It's a whole thing, so it's fun to see it come to town.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
it is fun to see. Also, fun to talk about the Packers. Jen Ladd is going to be joining us all week, and we just have her kind of step up onto the set like this.
Come on.
We didn't figure out a really good way to do this. Oh, we
Like
need
we
to
should
have.
play like
Oh, you
Bang
bum,
on the
bum,
Drum
bum,
or
bum, bum,
something.
bum,
Do we have a
the
song or
NFL
something? I
song.
could, no
Little
one's
jock
supposed
jam?
to walk over. Oh,
Wow, she's been here a couple of days and she's making demands. Look out!
Well, it's weird standing over there. I'm just
Awkward.
like, anyway. So it's funny that we're talking about singing because that's kind of been a theme of yesterday's Packers Day as well, a little bit. We're kind of giving you guys the more, you know, fluffy, fun stuff that's going on.
Fluffy? How could you say that, Jen? This
right?
is the stuff that matters.
This is really the important stuff. So one of the big songs of the year is Like a G6. And of course, there were people that made parodies. They've been doing this for everything. You know, the Teach Me How to Bucky is one that we all know about. But they made one called Feelin' So Fly Like a Cheesehead. Well, you would think that it's just us and like fans that pay attention to that stuff. Not the case. Check it out. Josh Sitton also showing that he's a fan.
Just a video that we found online that the trainers actually showed me, and I thought the video was cool, so I posted it on my Facebook, and they sent me a T-shirt. So I'll do pretty much anything for a free T-shirt.
Give me that go-go pack. Give me that touchdown down. Right after the snap, Lambo leaping title town. Final round of pack in Super Bowls. Your team gets them hardly. Number one is green and gold. Just ask Vince Lombardi.
Are you in the next video?
I don't know. That's what I'm fighting for. The director actually emailed me the other day, and you know, he said that they'll send some more T-shirts to go down to the Super Bowl for a couple of the guys. So, and I promise, it don't matter how much money these guys make or how nice they look, they will do anything for a free T-shirt. Ask Greg Jennings. So he took one.
From Lombardi up to Lambo, gotta see it. 'Cause I'm feeling so fly like a cheesehead. Like a cheesehead, like a cheesehead. Now I'm feeling.
I'm sorry, I don't know the video. Can you describe it a little bit?
It's Feeling So Fly Like a Cheesehead. It's a remake of the song Fly Like a G6. I'm not even sure who sings that. But, yeah, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was hilarious, so I liked it a lot. And we're giving them a lot of good publicity, so they don't mind.
That is absolutely the case.
Awesome.
Let me just clear something up. No, I have not been freelancing as a young lady wearing a cheese
I
shirt.
did look a bit like you.
I've had people ask me. I'm like, come on now. And we did also want to tell you guys that yesterday we discussed the picture situation, the Super Bowl picture. They have changed their mind astoundingly, because I said yesterday I didn't think that it was going to happen.
Right.
But they're taking the picture on Friday now, as opposed to Tuesday, which means that all of the guys on injured reserve will get to be in the picture. It will be taken down in Dallas, so making amends, making everybody feel better, and people really saying that that kind of personifies the Packers organization.
Yeah.
They like to do things that make everybody. What do you guys think? Good move. You're happy
Great
about
idea.
that?
Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, they were part of the team all along.
And
are they still going to be in the program? Because I thought that had to get printed.
See, I think that picture is going in the program now. I
The
think
Friday
that's how they were
picture is
able
going to go in the program?
Keith, what do you think of this?
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think, you know, after they win the Super Bowl, that all the players who have been part of it from day one of preseason all the way through the Super Bowl, they'd like to have that. I mean, you know, 20, 30 years from now, they're going to show their grandchildren. So I think it's a great idea, and it's great that the Packer organization's done that.
Yeah. And Brady Papinga yesterday was on the radio saying that all season long they had been talking about. They have pictures on the wall in one of their meeting rooms of all of the teams that have won the Super Bowl or been to the Super Bowl, and they use it as motivation, and they say, are you guys going to be the next one up there? Are you guys going to be the next one up there? It doesn't say asterisk so long as you're not on injured reserve.
Yeah.
So he said it's been a motivating factor all season long. Now they finally get to the point. They were, you know, their feelings were obviously really hurt. Yeah.
All right.
That makes
Good.
sense.
Yeah.
Good to know.
a good
Thanks,
move.
Jen.
Yeah, of course.
You sure it wasn't you?
Wasn't me.
Well, just dance us out.
I'm going to have to
There's a
check
lot
that
of-
out again today.
Yeah, see if I could do her moves. It was like a cheese head. Like, I'm reading.
I don't know. Now I think it is there.
That was pretty good.
Could be.
All right, stay with us. Coming up, Tony getting tempted by some mouth-watering treats. And hey, have you heard it's snowing?
I did hear that. Somebody on the morning show said that. Oh, yeah, it was me. Over and over and over again. A bit of snow out there. Take care on the roads, okay? Look at that. There's a lot of snow on that camera.